You know how every time an Igbo person brings up the Civil War or Biafran War, somebody who is not Igbo will say, "Oh, why are you still talking about that? That happened so long ago. Haven't you moved on?"
It means that our military, they have not come out of this their mentality. They have forgotten that we are in a civilian dispensation. Those old mentality of the military is still with them. That is why instead of them to go and fight Boko Haram and ISWAP, they are fighting civilians, Esther.
We were giving £20, irrespective of how rich you were before the war or the number of properties you owned. It did not matter. You got £20. In 1952, 7 years after the Holocaust, Germany signed the Luxembourg Agreement, where they agreed to pay the survivors of the Holocaust, the Jewish survivors, reparations. And so far, they have paid them about $90 billion.
Mbọ niile a Maazị Nnamdi Kanu na-agba ka Biafra nwere onwe ha n'obodo a, mana ndị niile na-arachapịa m n'ọchịchị obodo a bụ ndị South East achọghị iji ntụnụ ihe ahụ Maazị Nnamdi na-ekwu maka Biafra. Ndị onye gafere ogwe ya so ogwe gbajie.
Children, they hear am when I tell you guys that this agitation for Biafra will not end because of the treatment the Southeast is being meted in the hands of Nigeria. In fact, Nigerians are reminding the Easterners about Biafra agitation by their action, by the action of Nigerians. That is how the Igbos remember about agitation of Biafra, and that is very straightforward. This thing started immediately the end of Civil War. How can you give people that has billions, millions in their account £20? In fact, sometimes I feel like maybe Igbos would have done something that time to show their anger that thing will not happen. But on a second thought, I said I will not blame them because I was not there, I was not around, I was not born to know how exactly what happened. You collected their money and you said you are going to reconstruct and rehabilitate the Southeast, that the war has ended. You collected their money, collected their property. You did not reconstruct anything in Southeast or in Biafra land. And you said that there is no problem. In fact, that is when the problem of the East started. That is when because the major problem is when somebody is trying to pretend that there is no problem, but he's, engineering you from behind. The person is dealing with you from underneath. That's a hidden attack. When the attack is hidden, it did not come out. It's even better that you come out openly. I know that me and you we are fighting openly. We are shooting each other and we are fighting each other openly. Than you don't come out and you are, dealing with me from under. That one is even more dangerous. That is the situation of the Igbos. And the thing is still happening up to today. So how will you expect an Igbo man not to talk, not to react? How? Why you are the one that make him to talk and to react? You see the problems? Eh? And the world is watching. Well, let's have a look at this analysis.
You know how every time an Igbo person brings up the Civil War or Biafran War, somebody who is not Igbo will say, "Oh, why are you still talking about that? That happened so long ago. Haven't you moved on? Nigeria has moved on." Well, I'm here to answer the question properly today as to why we haven't moved on. So the Biafran War, or genocide if we're being honest, ended 15th January 1970. And when the war ended, General Gowon came and said, "No victor, no vanquish. It is time for reconstruction, rehabilitation, and reintegration. The Igbos are our brothers, so let them come home." We were giving £20, irrespective of how rich you were before the war or the number of properties you owned. It did not matter. You got £20. In 1952, 7 years after the Holocaust, Germany signed the Luxembourg Agreement, where they agreed to pay the survivors of the Holocaust, the Jewish survivors, reparations. And so far, they have paid them about $90 billion. In 2023 alone, they paid $1.4 billion. Nobody's saying to them, oh, that was so long ago. Oh, why haven't you gotten over it? Germany is still paying till today. Rwanda. After the genocide in 1994, the Rwandan government built the Gakaka courts. So it was a national justice system where reconciliation happened. So the perpetrators confessed and survivors testified. And you could see like both sides coming together to do a true reconciliation. They tried about 1.9 million cases. South Africa. After apartheid, the government put together a Truth and Reconciliation Commission with the intention to reconcile, and this was headed by Desmond Tutu. Whatever happened during apartheid was going to be remembered. There was no amnesia happening, and they even put it in policy that they will not forget what had happened. Now, Nigeria tried to do something similar by having a Truth Commission. Do you remember the Oputa panel? What happened to the Oputa panel? What happened to the findings of the Oputa panel? They got buried. So when you tell Igbo people to move on from what exactly? The acknowledgements that never came, or the reparations that have never been paid, or the Truth panel, the Oputa panel that buried the findings since 2002? Or is it the school curriculum that has decided to hide the history of how Igbo children were killed?
Okay, when I don't hear she even cited cases of some other countries that has been, paid their reparation. Why has the Igbo people not taken this case to the International Court of Justice or wherever, or to the United Nations or wherever that they are supposed to take the case, or seek, wisdom from the countries that had these things done in their own country? Why have they not? So these are questions that we need to, find out. So that is the type of truthful speech that we should be talking about. It's not because that you are getting 1 naira from the government or from Nigerian government. Because of that, your mouth is sealed, even to the truth, to yourself and to your family. You seal your mouth because you are eating from the hands of the government. Well, if that is what you choose, now you know, but the truth remains, and the truth must catch up with lies. Yes, lies can survive for a very long time, but truth must catch up with it at every point. Finally, truth must catch up. So that is it. Well, I want to show you a short descriptive, clip, real life clip of, what the way and manner the Biafran soldiers were conducting themselves, during that 3 years or 30 months war, Biafra Nigerian war. That is right on the scene. Their true pictures and everything. That period.
Mbọ niile a Maazị Nnamdi Kanu na-agba ka Biafra nwere onwe ha n'obodo a. Mana ndị niile na-arachapịa m n'ọchịchị obodo a bụ ndị South East achọghị iji ntụnụ ihe ahụ Maazị Nnamdi na-ekwu maka Biafra. Ndị onye gafere ogwe ya sọ ogwe gbajie. Aha m bụ Chika Ọkpala Ọmanne ya. Igbo na-eme onwe ha, ha si na Oyibo. Ha sịghị na ndị Hausa na-eme ha, ha si na ndị Yoruba. Ha akpọghị Yoruba, ha si na Fulani. Why na Igbo kacha eme onwe ha? Oke nna dị ụlọ na-eti ala Igbo ma oke ihe na-abụ. Ndị Igbo ji wee tụ ilu sị, okorobịa na-asị ibe dịkwa mma, onye ka ọ ga-akazi mma? Ọ dị ọkpara ya? Mbani. Ihe iji maatụ bụ mbọ niile a Maazị Nnamdi Kanu na-agba ka Biafra nwere onwe ha n'obodo a. Mana ndị niile na-arachapịa m n'ọchịchị obodo a bụ ndị South East achọghị iji ntụnụ ihe ahụ Maazị Nnamdi na-ekwu maka Biafra. Ndị onye gafere ogwe ya sọ ogwe gbajie. Ndị ọmụ onwe ha ama ha ndị ọzọ. mana Nnamdi Kanu ihe niile ọ na-aha ma bụ ọbara isi abara agụwa ka ọ dịrị onye ọbụla mma ọ ihe ọ na-ekwu n'obodo a. Mana majority of ihe niile nwere ọnụ okwu n'ala Igbo na-asị why ọ ga-esi ruo n'aka Nnamdi ka Biafra ga-eji bịa. Nwatakịrị nya ga-ewetara anyị Biafra, ha wee ṅụọ iyi sị kama ji abụla ọkụ nyụọ, kama ya sị nọrọ ebe a nọ, kama Nnamdi ga-asọsidi. Igbo na-eme onwe ha, ha na-achọ onye na-eme ha. Na Maazị Nnamdi Kanu ka nọ n'ime ụlọ mkpọrọ tata bụ n'ihi ndị ya na-arachapịa m n'ọchịchị obodo a, maka na ha che na Nnamdi si n'ụlọ mkpọrọ bata ala Igbo na ha ma nwezi ọnụ okwu ma na-asị asị. Nnamdi bụ onye eziokwu. As far as ị na-agwa ụmụ Igbo eziokwu, gị na Nnamdi bụ ofu. Igbo na-eme onwe ha, ndị kwe ndị ekweghị. Ọ ya ji ala Igbo isi aja aja tata. Kama ọ gaghị abụ m ya kwa, kama ọ gaghị abụ nke a ga-arọpụta n'ala Igbo ịbụ prezidenti Naijiria, ya kwa ndị ji ka jide ya. Igbo na-eme onwe ha. Mana chetakwanụ na onwe ọba kpọọ ọba mkpọkọrọ, agbata obi ome gịnị o were gụrụ ọkụ. Gbuo dike ụbọchị ihe ike achọba dike. Eji sị na egbuo dike n'ọgụ ụlọ mbọsị ọgụ ezi ama achọba dike ọgụ. Maazị Nnamdi Kanu odogwu ọzọ Igbo ndụ dike na dimkpa. Anyị sị ka Chukwu okike abịa ma chewere anyị gị ụtụtụ ehihie na abalị n'aha Jizọs Kraịst onye nwe anyị. Amen. Igbo kwen, Igbo kwen, Igbo kwezuonu.
After dawn.
So it is, very clear that there is no reconciliation at all, as stated by Gowon. And Gowon is still alive today. Maybe some group of Igbos should ask him question. He said there will be reconciliation, and why did they collect the Igbos' money in the bank and give them 20, pounds since you are looking for reconciliation? You see where the lies started, and it's very obvious where the treatment started. And you say these people cannot agitate for freedom. Somebody, you are pinning them down. You say they cannot agitate for freedom. It's out of place now. It's out of place. Check out. However, having watched and said this, let's have a view of this. Then we are going to call it a day. Thank you.
I have Barrister Darlington Agumo with us in the studio. He needs to shed light on this matter and tell us what the legal procedure is and why we have such mannerisms, why we have such characteristics about security personnel that are supposed to provide protection, who are meant to investigate issues before brutalizing, because this is when people act, they say people are sensationalizing issues, and that's why we're asking these questions. Barrister Darlington Agumo, good evening and thank you for joining us today, sir.
Yes, Esther.
Yes, sir. This gentleman reached out and I wanted them to come to the studio so it doesn't seem like we're just, talking about the issues. These are brothers, and this is a relative. This is a person who was accused of rape. Now, they say they have reported the matter to the Estates Council and that the Inspector General of Police will want to see what will take place. But Barrister, I would like to know what your thoughts are and what the immediate action should be right now, because there's a serious decadence when it comes to justice, with people.
Esther, in fact, I have attended to this matter. That was on Monday. Was it on Monday? That you came?
Tuesday.
Yesterday. Oh, Tuesday, Abi?
Yesterday was Wednesday.
Yes, I was here with them. And in fact, Esther, it is very, very appalling. It means that our military, they have not come out of their mentality. They have forgotten that we are in a civilian dispensation. Those old mentality of the military is still with them. That is why, instead of them to go and fight Boko Haram and ISWAP, they are fighting civilians, Esther. Look at how they brutalize these young boys. They say they opened their back and they were flogging them, Esther.
Yeah, the video is here, sir. It's brutal.
Flogging them, Esther. How do you justify that? They are not even military personnel as to say they are going through military drill. That is their custom and all that. To make matters worse, why would a civilian go and contract a military man to come and punish a civilian? On what ground?
Sir, OP is it not OP Mesa? Do you know the core responsibility of OP Mesa?
Fighting criminals.
Serious criminals, kidnapping and robbery, like major ones. They are a combined force of the military, the army, the navy, and the air force. That's an individual used for something petty with no evidence.
I'm telling you, it has turned to OP mess up. It's no longer OP mess up. It is now OP mess up because they have degraded their commission. Esther, if there is something like that, somebody is complaining of trespass or disturbance or whatever, please, the best and only best thing to do is to go to the police within the nearest police station.
Yes.
Complain that, look, I have some infractions within my premises, this and that. Come and see what is going on. Police will go there, and I tell you, Esther, there is no way, as bad as our police are, they can't do this type of thing. They cannot arrest these boys and start flogging them like this. They can't. They will only ask them to look for somebody to bail them, and then every matter will be detailed. All the investigation will be carried out, and then the necessary reprimand will be done.
Barrister, that man ought to be arrested.
I know, I'm coming. Then if there should be any further action, as to go to court or whatever, they will go further from there. But because this man knows that he has no case, Esther, he knows he has no case. That's why he called the military. You can see. And the military, true to their type, they didn't ask questions, they start flogging.
No, he used the allegation of rape, which is a very serious thing.
No investigation.
What is this? That's the thing. No investigation.
Can I say, you are not a robber, so therefore the people should just kill you? No, there must be investigation to prove it. That is the work of the police, Esther. That is where I am very angry over this matter, seriously. That is the work of the police. The military should have even done the inference. Okay, we have arrested by hand over to police. Is that not what they're supposed to do? Mm-hmm. They took it into their hand and they were parading them as slaves, as nobody, talking all type of trash against them and Esther, because the Oga sent them and they were so happy about it. Apparently, money is changed hands. Is that not true? They gave them money.
What about your parents? What have they? Because again, this, like I said,
I have advised them, Esther, go to court. Police, yes.
You ought to have filed the case.
I am telling you, there are no, because it's the court that will impose a heavy fine on this man and his cohort.
Barrister, the filing of the matter it should be against the man.
Yes, his man, yeah.
Not the OP Mesa guys.
Yes, under vicarious liability, because he was the one that they contracted the military. So whatever the military have caused, he will bear it.
All right, please. I need to know what action has been done, because it's not about we talking in the radio. Something actionable ought to have been done. What has taken place? This is not a gentleman conversation, and this kind of injustice cannot continue.
No, I'm not. I think somebody's on it now, B.
Yes.
Yes,
have you filed a case?
Yes.
You filed a case.
Of course. Talking from now till tomorrow won't solve any problem.
What's your family's reaction to this?
Go to court.
None of them, even none of the close people, is happy about it, because they posted the video of the brutalization on the close platform. All of them, everybody was against it.
Oh, so
none of
you
them
can
were
see.
happy. So they are in support of anything, any action that.
And the case is, you've written a statement. What police station have you written the statement to? Have you
have filed a case, Abi?
Yes.
That is the ultimate solution. The man might even go and influence the police again. Since he can influence the military, he can influence the police. But I'm sure he cannot influence the court. No court will see this thing and say, Mr. Man, you have done so well by taking the laws into your hand. No court will tolerate it, Esther. For a young people, no court will tolerate it. So the man should be ready. This matter might even go as far as the Supreme Court if he has the balls to continue this case. Because at the point, he will beg for mercy. I'm not joking. If he knows what is coming for him, he will beg for mercy. This thing cannot go without being prosecuted. It cannot go without being prosecuted.
Do you know anything about this man?
Nothing at all.
No, he wants to throw his weight around, Esther.
And it's all because he doesn't want you to play ball anymore.
And he doesn't have young people, Abi. He doesn't have young boys, Abi.
No, he does. He has a boy and a girl.
Oh, really?
Yes.
And they are not grown up like you people, Abi.
They are.
Oh, really?
And so this girl saw them brutalizing you under a false allegation of rape, and she kept quiet.
She was sitting there.
Okay. I said all of them are accomplices in this matter. They will come one by one to answer for what? for their crime, because they are all accomplices in this criminal act.
On the very day that the brutalization happened, the man was speaking to the military personnel, telling them while he came to tell us to stop playing ball, we were telling him he could not do anything. That now he's showing us that he can do something.
Yes.
We are doubting him. That now you show us that he has power to do things.
Yes, it's true. Don't worry.
So that is basically because he feels you guys are helpless, boys who don't have any form of connection, so he has thrown his weight.
You will say all this in court, and the court will be clapping for him. He has power, he has power. Who gave him that power? So if all of us begin to throw our weight and our power around, Esther, do you think anybody will walk the street? Because as you are powerful as you are, somebody is more powerful than you. Is that not true? Yes. As powerful as you are, somebody is more powerful. So if all of us begin to use our power, according to our status, nobody will be around Esther. Nobody will walk the streets. That is the danger here. That's why people look. They don't even know the implication of some of the things they do. You want to show you have power, and so to show you have power is to go and call the military. Really, and you believe that nobody is more powerful than you. Do you see why the society cannot move forward? When people begin to act and behave like this, and if you go and check now, that man is a nobody. Esther, in the scheme of things, he's a nobody. Seriously. The only person who can even say that he has power is number one citizen, and that is President Tinubu.
All of this is because you were playing ball. Yes. That you do only on Sundays. And you're playing the ball in your compound. Yes. It's not like it's somebody else's compound. It's a compound that you stay. I can't believe this.
You don't know how people can be very, very
This
funny.
Is crazy. This is diabolical.
This is how people behave, Esther. They can don't look at you and say, I don't like your face. The police lawyer, this guy, throw him into prison. And some people like that, the kiri. Esther, do you know why one criminal, one armed robber called Golo turned it into a deadly menace to the police? This guy was walking along my 2 in the night. They arrested him. And they asked him to bail him, say it was 2,000 naira. The man said he does not have any money. They say, even for walking about without money, you are a suspect. And they threw him into Kirikiri for 7 good years. Nothing, no case was filed, nothing. Just because he didn't have money to bail himself, Esther.
7 years.
7 years, Esther.
For not being able to give him 2,000 naira.
For doing nothing, just for walking and going about his business in the night. This guy came out there and became a terror to police. Esther, he said he killed over 50 before they got him.
Again.
I am telling you, he killed over 50 policemen because of that thing they did to him. I'm not joking. You know, I keep telling you here that the society prepares the crime, then the criminal commits it. When they do this, they don't know what you are building inside the youth, inside the mind of people. You are telling somebody you have power, and that power you have is to go and call the military, your military friend, to come and deal with him, Abi, over nothing. What if that person now think of other way to revenge? What will you do? Esther, what will you do? You can see. I just gave you a good example here. Those policemen that messed up that man's life for 7 good years.
Do you know the man's name?
That is it.
Tony by Mr. Tony.
Just Mr. Tony. No surname.
I have surname, but I don't think we can pronounce it, sure.
Well, please call the surname. Tony what?
Check your phone.
Call out his name.
I don't know his surname.
Check.
Because you could have been killed. It's attempted murder. If you're innocent of something, somebody is falsely accusing you, cannot protect the person. In as much as this case has been filed, what is his name? Tony what?
Hold on, madam, please. Let's start yesterday.
So, barrister,
Is he not in the state?
No.
He's not living in the estate.
he's not in their estate. He just happened to be at. It's like another street, but the house is close to your own place. It's only a fence that divides them.
Just his fence that is in the estate.
The fence, Abi?
Yes.
Okay.
Mr. Tony Omagbemi.
Omagbemi?
Yes.
Tony Omagbemi. Omagbemi.
Tony Omagbemi. Don't worry, he will get to court. There's no way he will not appear in court. I'm telling you authoritatively. He will appear in court, whether he like it
That's
or not.
OMA or OMO?
OMA.
Omagbemi.
Yes.
He must appear in court.
This is
to
wickedness.
answer for this. I'm not joking. And you are playing 3 aside, though. Not that you are playing a full football team, oh, as to say the noise is not here. I mean, 3 aside, that 3 here, 3 here. Yes. You can imagine the level of noise another tester. You can imagine it. So why is this man so irritated? to the extent of going to show that he had power.
That is wickedness.
As if you don't have parents, Abi, who can equally deal with him. You can imagine.
Because you're playing ball.
This is how society get bad. And tomorrow you say, how did you to get to this level? Because you have already injured their mind, Esther. You have injured their mind, and they are no longer merciful to anybody. Yes.
Jesus Christ.
Look at it. Just you that are playing ball. So you would rather they go on the street and be harassing people, Abi, than to play football, Esther. You can imagine. There is no justification for what this man has done. No justification whatsoever.
Tony Omagbemi.
Whatever he is, I'm not care. What I know is that the court will invite him. He must appear in court.
He needs to be invited.
No, he doesn't need.
And he needs to present evidence of a rape case.
Leave that thing. There's nothing.
No, Barrister, you can't say leave that thing. Rape is a huge allegation.
Esther, listen.
And if they want to go and forge nonsense, they'll be caught.
That's what I'm saying. There was nothing, because if there was, they would have gone to the police. It is the police that will investigate this thing, and I don't think these guys can rape any in the open, in broad daylight.
That's why I even asked if they've met the daughter before, if anyone has seen them together in any form, for him to tell the OP Mesa that they actually raped his daughter, and that the daughter was there, visibly there, while they were brutalizing them.
She would be so happy now that the father is not a big man, Abi. That is it. And he forgot that he can, these boys can get angry and seek their own revenge in their own way, take their own laws into their own hands, just like the father did. And then you
when
can
they
imagine.
were beating us, when the OPMS people were beating us, they were forcing us to say what we did not do. Like they were like flogging us, say, okay, you raped your daughter, you have to, like, they were forcing us.
They say you should say it.
Yes. Say it. But I hope you did not.
No, none of us.
So,
they were forcing us to say we used to enter the man's house to see something.
Are you serious?
Can you imagine?
That means they wanted to record them in doing. This is
you can see our military. They left their core duty. Look at what they are doing. When I tell you here that our military have lost it, you think I'm lying. Is that what the military is supposed to be doing, Esther? Tomorrow now, when I will take them on, you say your military are doing it. Look at what they are doing. Very messy situation, for God's sake. Messy situation. Look at the military. They did not even tell the man to take them to police. They did not advise him. These guys, if it's in a Sana clan, they would have been pulled out of the military immediately, because this is an embarrassment of the highest order.
Parisa, but this is wrong. This is so wrong. So they wanted to compel you guys to make a false confession, have it on record, and then in case you go to the police, they'll present that as evidence.
Look at what you said.
So Parisa, it's true that these guys torture people and force them to make false confessions while they're in custody.
Some notorious police agents, they have OC torture. Esther, did you hear me? They have OC torture.
Hey God.
That is his own job. By the time this OC torture, when you see him, this hand alone, the bicep of his hand, the 6-pack, no, his own is 10-pack. When you see his hand, you know that truly this man is OC torture. He cannot come to you and you will not talk. Esther, you will talk.
Gentlemen, I am so sorry for what this nuisance Tony Omogbemi or whatever he is did to you.
By the way, what does he do?
They said they don't know him.
No idea what he does. Nothing.
The only thing he does is to shout at them not to play ball.
Esther, hold on. What does he do? What is his profession? I mean, is he a military man or what?
He just stays home. That's pretty much all he does.
Really?
Yes.
Oh, he does that. He stays at home, Abi?
Yes.
Oh, to be watching. Okay, don't worry. He will say things in court. Don't worry yourself. We will know him. Whatever he does, whatever gave him the impetus to do what he will expose it in court. Because these are some of these people, when they get small change, Esther, they feel like a lot where they are. When they get small change.
But Barrister, this is bad. In this day and age, in 2026, because you don't want young boys playing football, you went to call OP Mesa. You had the money to go and to teach them a lesson out of hate. Barrister, this is hate. There's nothing you want to tell me.
And did you know what they said? They said when they were asking the way they said all of them came from Anambra. They said, Anambra, you came here to do this, you came here, you know?
Are you serious?
I asked them that and they flogged us for coming from Anambra.
Oh, can you imagine?
Jesus Christ.
We can see. They said it here the other day. I said, look at Nigeria.
Please go through the process. They said what?
They asked us where were we from. Most of us that were there that day were from Anambra.
All of them came from Anambra. He says, Anambra, you came here to do this, you came here, you know.
Are you serious?
I asked them that and they flogged us for coming from Anambra.
Oh, can you imagine?
Jesus Christ.
We can see. They said it here the other day. I said, look at
Please
Nigeria.
go through the process. They said what?
They asked us where were we from. Most of us that were there that day were from Anambra.
Yeah.
And then one of the military personnel said they should flog us for where will all of us come from Anambra.
To come and play ball in
God. Jesus Christ.
Have you seen your Nigeria?
So the tribal sentiment has gotten to this point.
Even in the military.
While they were still brutalizing us, one of the military personnel was smoking and pouring the vapor in our faces.
Oh my God.
You can imagine arrogance of the highest order.
Barrister, this is scary.
There is no discipline in the military.
Barrister, this is not about discipline. It means the ethnic bigotry has gotten bad.
Because if there is discipline, they wouldn't have gone this far.
What?
A well-trained military officer cannot perform.
So it's almost like it was worse because of where you come from.
Of course.
And there's a lady that was trying to record, but a passerby lady that was trying to record. They shouted at her to
of course.
cut down the video and all that.
Well,
so your crime beyond the ball is also your ethnicity as well.
Of course.
I think,
yeah. Because I know a tribe that will hear this in there. Those guys will not be there. They would have run away from that place.
No, I don't even think he would have done this to his own ethnic group persons.
That's it.
And the military personnel, I don't even think they just do this. I don't think this is their first time doing this. Because while they were beating us, a car person, I think the driver made a mistake because that place is meant to be a checkpoint. They asked the driver to park, started beating the man, and asked him to cut grass.
Okay, is this that area is where?
7th Avenue.
Where is 7th Avenue?
In
Festac.
Yes.
In Festac.
God.
Very notorious avenue.
Barrister, I'm actually scared.
Very notorious avenue, Esther.
For real?
I'm telling you.
Because of football, somebody threw a tribal card at you. And that's not the only thing. Made false allegations against you because of football to prove a point.
I said, don't worry. This matter, they will hear it in court. Are you telling me? They will hear it in court. All these allegations, they must prove it. The girl that claimed they rape her, there will be some examination. I hope
and she was watching you guys while they were flogging you.
Yes. There will be a doctor will examine her at the general hospital.
Jesus.
To confirm whether there was a violation of her private part on the same day. This is not rocket science now. It can be done in a jiffy. So when the investigation is concluded, I said that man will be begging on his knees when he hears what is coming to him. The court must frown at this. We must have a clean society, Esther. We must have a clean society. Or else we have a problem in our hands. Imagine if these young boys now said, okay, we don't have anybody, we don't have anything, but we are going to take our own laws into our hands. Esther, can you imagine what will happen? No, can you imagine what will happen? And tomorrow we say, how did we get here?
You followed up this case, right?
Yes.
We will also follow up investigating this matter. We're going to follow up with this Tony Omogbemi or Omagbemi. We're going to ask questions because I
hope it's not a family of Mary, that our sports lady. I hope it's not their family.
Because I want to, I don't want to believe, to be honest with you, that where you come from is now something that could be used against you.
It's a problem.
No, I thought this whole thing was just online. I didn't know it has really gotten to this point.
I will not play video here where some people were telling some people, where are you from? Are you Christian or are you this? You now hide your identity in Nigeria, Esther. There's a place you get to, that you dare not. In fact, for you to answer names that relate to you, is that a suspect?
I am sorry for what happened to you. You shouldn't be ashamed of where you come from. Nigeria is a federal republic of Nigeria. Until the Nigerian government introduces a regional system of government, then we can now say, okay, fine, that is what it is. Or they are dividing the country to say each region will be producing a passport. But until now, it's a federating unit. The president is a federal republic of Nigeria. I don't understand what is happening. Until they tell us that it is a crime to play in your compound. If it is noise that the man is after, did he tell you to reduce your voice? Is that because maybe he's hypertensive, or let's try to understand where this is coming from?
There is no
Did he tell you to reduce the volume, or maybe you guys were screaming and shouting, he's resting?
No. The premises the man is currently occupying, the people he rented it out to formerly, they used it as a lodge.
Okay.
A lodge.
Okay.
So they normally play music.
Loud music.
They do play music.
In that place man stays.
Yes, they do play music, and no one from the estate has ever complained to them about it. They do play music.
Like up till now?
No.
Or before?
They have been evicted before.
Okay.
Then he moved in. And the people there before, whenever we are playing ball and the ball goes over the fence, they do help us throw it back. Or we'll turn, go to the main gate and play with them. They give us our ball.
The man just want to prove that he's the lord of the manor. You know, Esther, I keep telling you, when people have a small change in their hand, they believe that they are the only cock that will crawl in their village or in their family or in any environment.
All right, thank you for coming.
I am very sure that man is not the
I'm happy that the right steps has been taken in addressing this issue, and it shouldn't take. This should not be a whole. Let's settle this whole thing as a gentleman. No, that man needs to go. This matter needs to be prosecuted. It's not a joke. I'm serious. Thank God there are video evidence of the onslaught and brutalization against you. And if you go to the OP Mesa unit, you can identify the hoodlums who are wearing OP Mesa uniforms that attacked you. Because I don't think they are individuals working for the government. They are hoodlums, they are armed robbers, they are terrorists. Because what they did to you, they terrorized you. A normal police officer or security agent will ask questions first. Somebody do not just come and make an allegation against somebody without even a thief that they caught red-handed. They usually ask questions.
They will investigate you.
So even if somebody hates you because of your ethnicity, there is a sense of civility. We're not in a primitive society. We're not barbarians, and it's a country governed by laws, and these people are supposed to be guided by laws. So ideally they ought to ask you questions or possibly try to resolve the problem and not to brutalize you. So for the fact that they brutalized you before asking questions, they are terrorists wearing the uniform of the Nigerian government. And so because of this, I will not address them as whatever. I will address them as terrorists. Because even if any security agency is meant to parade these guys, they wouldn't want to identify with them. We need to know what the nitty-gritty is. And if ethnic and bigotry has gotten to this point, then it's dangerous, Barrister Darlington.
Very, very.
It's dangerous.
You know, because when some of us talk here, they think that we have because these are realities. Esther, these are realities. Look at the security agents.
For the kind of statement coming out from their whatever, asking you to, how long have you been in Lagos?
Unnecessary questions.
More than 20 years. And somebody has anyone spoken to you about where you come from?
No, not at all.
And this is the first time you're going through this?
Yes.
And for being an apprentice, so I think that one is equally a crime on his own. Esther, from what they said that day, I was all laughing. I said, look at these people. You know, when people commit serious crime, they don't even know. What those security agencies have done is enough to put them away for 10 years. I'm not joking. It's enough to put them away for 10 years. Unfortunately, the man that will bear the brunt now is the man that contracted them, because they acted on his instruction, and they will tell me on what ground.
Barrister,
is that man your guy?
Barrister, this is madness. This is absolute
Esther,
madness. It makes no point.
Esther, it means that anybody can contract the military to go and kill.
Yes, that's what it means.
To waste you away. Waste you away for nothing.
What is this?
Waste you away, and it has been happening.
That means a lot of people have innocently died.
And they say he's an robber, because when they do this, they will try to cover it, throw the person on the road or throw it anywhere.
I'm sorry.
And the man will say yes.
Not all Lagosians are like that. Not all Nigerians are like that. It's quite unfortunate that there are some mentally retarded people who seem to be like human beings. So I am sorry. But thankfully, we're going to follow this case to the very optimist level. This needs to be dealt with. It's not a matter of we're sorry at the end of the day. No. Justice must prevail.
Of course.
We cannot live like this. Nigeria cannot we can't get to this point anymore. I mean, we ought to be better. So, since you've reported this matter, and a legal practitioner has carried up this case, have they told you when you're going to appear in court? Has the man been served?
anything from next week.
Good, they will serve him.
He will be served.
Of course, he will serve.
Okay, that's very good. Please keep every evidence that you have, and make sure that you keep the memory of the faces of these men, because they will be visited. Do you know the head of that unit? You guys should find out the head of that unit.
No, they don't need tester. The man that they contracted them, we produce them in court. It's as simple. That's how it goes. That's how the law works. You are the one that contracted them. We want to see those people here. It's as simple as that. You go and bring them.
All right, gentlemen, thank you so much for coming. We apologize for what happened. It's wrong, it's terrible. So you've not been playing your ball since that time?
Don't play again now.
We normally play only on Sundays.
No, but since this happened, have you played?
No.
I know
That's what he wants.
Yes, now, to stop you from exercising yourself.
Sorry. Barrister, as Nigerians collectively, when something is wrong, we need to condemn it. We are a country governed by laws, and we are a country that we're meant to respect each other. So, Barrister, I need you to condemn this in totality, because I don't believe that any sane-minded Nigerian would tolerate this, regardless of whatever orientation they have. So how do we handle this? Because we have been seeing reports of police brutality, intimidation. Like you said, somebody's walking on the road, the person did not have money to present, the person was apprehended. We've seen a lot of times police stop people on the road, harass them, take stuff from them, and even beat them up for videoing them. This young man said that if the estate's chairman had not interceded,
they would have killed them.
They would have murdered them. And nobody would have said anything.
Nobody, Esther. You see what I'm telling you? Why people join court? Why people join secret society, so that they can, I have told you consistently, this society prepares the crime and the criminal commits it. And then you turn around to blame them and talk whatever. That is how this society has been turned into, Esther. When you have leaders who don't think of building a great country, this is what you get. I mean, when the fish want to die, it starts from the head. It starts rotting from the head. Imagine if you have a sane society where leaders think of tomorrow, where leaders think of posterity. Esther, will things get to this level? Will it get to this level? But they don't care about you. They don't. They just want to make sure that everything is destroyed, while only themselves can live.
Barrister, in my street, children play ball. It's even worse when it's holiday period. You will not have peace. They will play ball. It's got so bad that we needed to engage them in lessons in the afternoon, because they were always playing ball. My compound has glasses, all these glass windows that is like a design.
You can see from my inside.
Not just even seeing from the ball. If they sometimes when they play the ball into the compound, you are we begging them, please make una no break glass, so make una no break glass, so. So because of that, I'll now go and call OP Mesa to arrest the children that are playing ball. On several occasions, the ball will enter inside gutter, and sometimes they will kick it into the compound, and I'll have to throw the ball back at them on the streets. These are kids playing ball. It's what boys do.
Esther, something happened. I told I was in somewhere, and all these arrogant fellows with the SUV. He hit a car, not knowing that the person inside is a high court judge. The lady came out, quiet. High court, they don't behave anyhow now. So this guy was messing up, shouting, and
yeah.
This is somebody you hit her car. You did not do. You're not even so. You think because she's a woman, you can bulldoze her. You can. The woman just calmly called. By the time this man saw people coming and. I said, giving her the reverence. The stupid man, yes, he started lying down, begging. Esther, you can see human beings. And the lady said, look, my worry is that whether I am whom I am or any other human being, we all need our respect. You don't just behave anyhow because you're on the road or because you have a big car. Respect this other person because you don't know whom she or whom he is on, Is that not how societies are built, Esther?
Yes.
When we respect each other. But because somebody wants to buy Tokumbo car that somebody have used for 10 years in America or in the UK, you now bring it here and you now feel that you are now the lord of the manor. This arrogance irritates me, Esther.
Barrister.
It irritates me seriously.
I don't know how to explain it.
I said that this man will start begging Esther.
This man sounds like someone from Edo or something like that.
I said that I know.
From
that
Edo
name,
State.
That name,
and
yeah.
I don't know. I don't understand. You have teenage kids. You have kids who are also teenagers. Why will you subject other kids to something like this?
No, you want to tell them that he has a military friend.
No, Barrister, it hurts.
All of us don't have military friends, Abi. No, we don't have military friends.
It's not fair, Barrister. I saw those videos and I said, no. Haba, children, they play ball now. No be today. Boys, they play ball. Now, normal thing, now, camaraderie. If you complain that they are making noise, you tell them, you guys are disturbing you. When you're playing your ball, reduce your voice. Or you could tell them that, please go to another. But the thing is, this is their compound. It's a different thing if they were playing in someone else's compound. It's just not right, please. I hope the authorities will attend to this matter and that man will be prosecuted. We can't continue like this. So Nigerians, we can't do this to ourselves. I've always said it that we're the only ones who can help ourselves. We can't subject ourselves to this kind of animal brutality. We can't do that. No matter how the stakes you have or how high ranking you are, you can't do that. Even Barrister, I don't see where they catch. I don't see for social media where they catch thief. Then catch the thief red-handed like this. Civilians were asking the thief question. How you come here? Who bring you here? Civilians will not even know anything about the process of how police supposed to do things.
Police to come and take him away.
They were even trying because there was supposed to be a mob action. Because some reasonable civilians were asking questions and they were like, okay, make una calm down. We'll call police. Not to talk of this kind of matter where somebody wearing uniform decided to intimidate and harass and brutal. That is terrorism.
Because since Alufo happened, I think jungle justice has reduced. You know those Alufo now?
Yes. It takes place because of increase in insecurity right now. I heard there was almost a mob action somewhere in Oyo or Osun State or so, but God saved the man because people are tired, and people feel like they have to take issues into their own hands. Barrister, Nigerians, I beg you in the name of God, let's stop this against ourselves. It makes no sense, no matter what. If you express yourself to someone as to you're not comfortable with something and they refuse to oblige, you can report to the nearest police station. I think that's part of the responsibilities of the Nigerian police. They can interfere in civil issues and supposedly resolve matters, right? Barrister, is that not so?
That is their core job. Not the military. Esther, do you know how many military friends I have? They have, in fact, most time they when I have you, they say, Barrister, you did not call us. I said, call you to do what? So that you go and keep for me, Abi. We make mockery of it on several occasions. I mean, guys who are ready to do things for me, but I will never allow them. I know what to do. Seriously. I will tell them, please, because I know you, when they send you, so you go and overdo. And then the matter will be on my head. Please, I have never used the military for whatever. We can be friends, so we can laugh, But when it comes to, I know what to do. The police are always there. The courts are always there. That's the truth. You may say, it will take time, this and that. I come today, come tomorrow. That is the process now. That's the process. Okay, do you want to take the shortcut and enter into trouble, uncle? By the time this military kill for, because the only thing they are trained for is to kill. Is that not what the military are trained to do?
Yeah.
To kill. So you don't dare them. You don't dare them and say, I did not send them to kill him. I only told them to caution, Caution. Does the military know how to caution somebody? Their own caution, Nakoboko. That's their own caution.
All I know is that it's wrong. Kids will play. The holiday season is coming. You see a lot of street bands, a lot of street ball. I don't know why anybody will call OP Mesa into that. I don't know why. It's not normal thing. Normal thing boys they do. They no thief. They no kid. They no kidnap. They no do anything. Ball then they play. Rich like this. I beg.
Young man who between the age of 5-10 who did not play street football. Just show me that person who did not play street football
as in
their growing days. No, tell me that
these
person.
Are teenagers now. They have to let off.
Let me tell you one funny thing that happened in Surulere where I grew up. There is a place called Adegoke. When you are going to Olufemi, before you join Jury Mattis and start going to Lawansin. There's a place we normally go to play football on weekend. So one day our ball fell, you know, into the road. One day our ball fell into the road, all of us came out. We didn't see the ball. We didn't know where the ball entered. Either they got on somebody's compound. And one woman who was heavily pregnant was coming. Esther. I was the one that particularly went to the woman and said, Mama, our ball, please, our ball. The woman was looking at me. Other people were saying behind. I was the one who, because I saw her big tummy. What do I know about pregnancy? I thought the woman had swallowed our ball, or the ball, she was tying it inside her wrapper. I went, Madam, our ball, please, we are sorry. I know. The woman said, what is all this? I don't know your ball. I didn't see your ball. I was pointing at her tummy, our ball. Yes, it was one some of my playmates who went to the other direction, saw the ball, and was calling me to come. They see the ball. And I should have said, but this thing that is in her tummy, they say I should come, Jare, which one concern me?
Parasite, it's wrong. Street football is not bad. Even when I was little, my younger brother, we used to play ball. When I was small, I wished I was a boy, because the boys, you know, open their shirts, they play rough, that kind of a thing. It was exhilarating, it was freeing. We played ball, you know, we played, in fact, every Saturday, then environmental Saturdays, we used to play on the streets. Now, normal thing. The only thing my mom will tell you is that if you wound, don't just come to this house and be crying that you injured yourself. You will sort yourself out. So I don't know what this means, but it is well.
It's part of growing up. Nobody.
It is well.
No youth. It's not. You can't stop it no matter how you try.
Yeah.
In my own case, even in the village, my mother will ask me to go and fetch water. Else I will carry the bucket, drop it in the field.
I'm going to play.
Before I finish playing, the bucket has disappeared.
I'm telling you.
And I don't know how to go home.
Barrister Tinko, Suwe. We did that one when Mary was a baby. We will play tire, reach 9.
I said I don't know how to go home. I don't know what to say.
It is well, oh.
Right, viewers, you're welcome back from that clip, and I bet you that you must have enjoyed 1, 2, 3 things about this video, and don't forget to click on the like button, share button, drop your comment about this video. Well, don't leave everything for me alone, because now corporation, they make rice, full pot. Yes, and we know what make fowl bia pass leg where it day. That's why people are fighting for their own, you know, freedom. Because every human being deserves freedom. Anywhere you are, you deserve to be free. That you are free means that what others are doing, you can do it. Equality before the law. That's what it means. That is freedom. You know. So, but well, I will end it at this place. I'm still Chinedu till I come your way next time.